Hi, first grade. This lesson is for Foundations Unit 5, Week 1, Day 4. Our learning goal is I can spell and read first grade words with glued sounds, digraphs, bonus letters, and trick words. Let's start with our drill sounds warm-up. I'm going to say the letter, the keyword, and the sound, and you echo me. W-H, whistle, whoop. C-H, chin, ch. S-H, ship, sh. T-H, thumb, f. C-K, sock, k. Now let's review our glued sounds. A-L-L, ball, all. A-M, ham, am. A-N, fan, an. Awesome. Now it's time to teach some new trick words. Our trick word is going to be in this sentence. Do you like candy? I'm going to circle the trick word and I'm going to reread the sentence. I'd like to see if you can read the trick word. Do you like candy? Do you know what the trick word is? You got it. The trick word is do. Look at the D in do right here. What do you notice about it? Yeah, it's uppercase D. Why is that? That's because it is the first letter in the sentence. Also, look at my punctuation mark. What kind of punctuation mark did I use in this sentence? Yes, I used a question mark. That's because this is an asking sentence. I'm asking a question. So I'm going to use a question mark at the end of my sentence. Let's review the trick word one more time. D-O. What does that spell? You got it. Do. Are you ready for another trick word? Does Mariah like candy? Now I'm going to circle the trick word. I'm going to read the sentence one more time and I'd like to see if you can read the trick word. Does Mariah like candy? Do you know what the trick word is? You got it. The trick word is does. Again, I see an uppercase or a capital D in the beginning of my sentence here. We know that's because we always start our sentence with an uppercase letter. We also used a question mark again. Why is that? Yeah, that's a question. It's an asking sentence, so we used a question mark. I was asking, does Mariah like candy? I want to know, does Mariah like candy? Yes or no? Let's review the trick word one more time. D-O-E-S. Does. Good job, first grade. Now let's review some of the older trick words that we've learned before. They. And. Said. From. Have. One. Was. Your. Has. She. He. For. Now for this next part, you're going to need your Foundations dry erase board and a dry erase marker. If you only have a paper and pencil, you can use that too. Hit pause while you get the materials you need and hit play when you're ready to get started with me. Okay, first grade, I hope everyone is ready to go. The first thing I'd like you to do is tell me what letter makes the sound X. X. What letter makes the sound X? Write it on your dry erase board. All right, here's the letter that goes X. X. X, fox, X. Good job, first graders. You can erase your boards. Let's do a new sound. What makes the sound am? Am. I'll give you a hint. It is a glued sound. Am. Write the letters that make the sound am on your dry erase board. Here is the glued sound that makes the sound am. A, M. And it's also right here on our chart for our glued sounds. You can erase your dry erase boards. We're going to do one more sound to practice today. What makes this sound eh? Eh. Write the letter on your dry erase board that makes the sound eh. All right, first graders, here is the letter that makes the sound eh. It is E. E, ed, eh. Notice that my E does not go above the plane line. It stays right beneath that line. All right, you can erase your E. Now we're going to practice spelling some words. The first word we are going to spell is sock. Let's tap it out together. Sock. S-A-K. Sock. Hit pause when I spell the word sock and hit play when you're ready to see my answer. All right, first graders, here is how I spelled the word sock. S-A-K. That's the digraph, C. Oops, okay. Make sure you underline your digraph. And I hope your handwriting looks a little bit better than mine did here. All right, let's look at that one more time. Sock. S-O-C. K. Look how K is a skyline letter. And make sure yours did the same thing. And underline your digraph. Sock. All right, you can erase your boards. Let's practice another word. Spell the word van. Van. Let's tap it out together. Van. V-an. Van. Hit pause while I spell the word van and hit play when you're ready to see my answer. All right, first grade, here's how you spell, the word van. V-A-N. Do you notice that glued sound in there? Let's box it up. What was the glued sound in this word? You got it, first graders, an. So the word was van. V-A-N. All right, notice they are all plain line letters. And make sure, first graders, that you box that glued sound, an. Good job. The next word I would like you to spell is man. Man. Tap it out with me. Man. M-an. Man. Hit pause while I spell the word man and hit play when you're ready to see my answer. All right, first grade, here is how you spell the word man. An, which is A-N. Do you see a glued sound in this word? I hope so. Let's box that. The glued sound is an, A-N. That was our glued sound. N, A, N. Man. Great job, first grade. Let's try 2 more words today. The next word I would like you to spell is bell. Bell. Let's tap it out together. Bell. B-E-L. Bell. Hit pause while I spell the word bell and hit play when you're ready to see my answer. Here's how I spelled the word bell. B-E-L. I know L is one of my bonus letters, so I make sure I have 2 L's, and of course I star my bonus letters. Bell. B-E-L-L. Bell. All right, one more word. The next word that we are going to spell is ham. Ham. Tap it out with me. Ham. Ham. Hit pause when I spell the word ham and hit play when you're ready to see my answer. Here's how I spelled the word ham. And then I hear am. What glued sound goes am? I know. A-M. The glued sound is am, so we are going to box that. Ham. H-A-M. Ham. And we box the am. Great job, first graders. One more thing before we're done for the day. We are going to write a sentence. On your dry erase boards, I'd like you to write the sentence, does Sam have a bad rash on his leg? Does Sam have a bad rash on his leg? Does Sam have a bad rash on his leg? Does Sam have a bad rash on his leg? Hit pause while I write the sentence, does Sam have a bad rash on his leg? And hit play when you're ready to see my answer. Good luck. All right, first graders, I hope everyone wrote the sentence, does Sam have a bad rash on his leg? I know it was a really long sentence, and I'm so proud of you for working so hard. What I'd like you to do is look at the sentence that you wrote on your dry erase board. I'm going to repeat the sentence slowly. I'd like you to point to each word as I say it and follow along. If you forgot a word, just hit pause and fix your sentence really quickly. Here it goes. Does Sam have a bad rash on his leg? Awesome. Here's my sentence. Does Sam have a bad rash on his leg? How'd you guys do? Great job, first graders. Now let's mark up our sentence. I'm going to circle this word right here because this is a trick word. Look at yours. Did you spell that trick word correctly? Does? Hope so. Also, I want to note that this right here, the S in Sam, that is an uppercase S. Do you know why that's a capital S? Yeah, because it's a name, and names are super duper special, and we always give them an uppercase letter. I'd also like you to look at this word right here because it's also a trick word. Did you spell the trick word have correctly? Hope so. A is also a trick word, but that one's easy breezy, isn't it? Make sure that your B and D are facing the correct way in the word bad. Good job. Now let's look at the word rash. How would we mark up the word rash? You got it. We underline that digraph right there. And then one last thing is that we have the trick word his, which is spelled H-I-S. And of course, we have to look at our punctuation mark. What kind of punctuation mark did we use for this sentence? You got it. It's a question mark because it was a question. It was an asking sentence. All right, first graders, you did a great job today. Keep up the good work.